Hey guys, welcome back to Central Park, New York. I'm here for a very quick trip, and here I am, topless in the park, doing my abs workout, of course, because what else would I be doing? But it got me thinking about three things that I always tell people when they ask me about lower abs, and that is, number one really is about body fat reduction, and abs work doesn't necessarily spot reduce fat. So the first thing you have to do is actually reduce your body fat in the lower abs, which happens from good nutrition, lots of exercise, being active every day, having a calorie deficit to drop your body fat down so you can see your abs. Number two is the actual overall core work. All abs exercises will work the lower abs to some degree. But thirdly, if you really want to isolate those lower abdominals, you really want to be doing lower ab exercises that involve the legs or the knees coming in towards you, knee drives, or your hips pulling up underneath. You know what, the wind got a little bit too much there, so I'm taking over here. I didn't bring my microphone. Thank you for your patience. So, like I was saying, tip number three is all about bringing the legs up or the hips up, and that's what all of these exercises here are utilizing, which really works the lower abs a lot more. Into exercise one, which is the Deadbug, we're going for 20 reps, and this is a great exercise to do as the first exercise because its intensity is quite low and it warms up the core and the spine, ready for the tougher exercises to come. This really works the lower abs and the hip flexors and teaches you to use the core to push your lower back into the floor. You do not want to be lifting the lower back off the floor or having a curve. So the first thing in this position that you need to do is push your lower back into the floor using those deep core muscles. Straight into exercise two, without any rest, is this knee raise. Again, the focus on the lower back, pushing into the floor, and just tapping the heels or the toes down onto the floor and lifting the knees up. In this one, you can keep your bum on the floor. You don't need to do a hip raise. If it's too easy, you can obviously do a straight leg raise. That's going to increase the intensity. If it's too hard, then you don't need to go down all the way to the floor. But we are working the lower abs in this exercise. We're moving on into exercise three, which is a single leg reach, 10 reps each. With this one, we're using the upper body, so we are working the upper abs, of course. We're always working the upper abs, but by having the legs involved, those lower abs and hip flexors are doing lots of work as well. Reach up and touch your toes if you can. Breathe out and lift. If you can't, then touch your knee or your shin, 10 reps each. Go straight into the next exercise, which is the hip lifts. Now this is one of my favorites for the lower abs, lifting just your hips off the floor. Your main thing here is to not use momentum by just driving legs forwards and backwards. I want you to think about pushing straight up into the sky using those abs, the core muscles, without just swinging forwards and backwards. Breathe out and kick those feet up as high as you can. Move straight round into a mountain climber, 20 reps, 10 each knee, but you've probably done a mountain climber in a HIIT or a cardio workout. I want you now to slow it right down. Go nice and slow and be really precise about this knee drive. Try to keep your hips level with each other and drive the knee up as high as you can between your elbows. Squeeze and tense those lower abs as the knees come up high. Try to shorten the space between your knee and your body. Okay, that's it. That's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed that workout. Make sure you train hard, eat well, recover well. And if you want to train with me, then make sure you download the Crockford app in the app stores worldwide now. Give it a go, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.